Hello, Intelisys partners. Thanks for joining us again for another fireside chat with our top suppliers. I'm Patrick Chen, VP of Advanced Technologies at Intelisys, and with me I have Isaiah Hogberg from one of our top cloud providers, TierPoint. Isaiah, why don't you introduce yourself and maybe a little bit about TierPoint as well?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me here today. So I'm the Vice President of Channel Chief for TierPoint. Joined about 14 months ago, but I have a long tenure in the space, largely focused in the managed cloud services, and had the unique opportunity to be on the TSD side for a while, selling TierPoint. And when the opportunity came to join, I knew what a unique opportunity it was. TierPoint portfolio is diverse, is wide, but is primarily focused in a couple key areas. 40 plus data centers around the country, so colocation as a core, but then deep in managed services, so private cloud, backup, disaster recovery, managed services up through the hyperscalers.
Just a list of it.
Just a long list. Every day I feel like I still learn new things, over a year in, like, wait, we do that? Of course we do.
I would have surprised you that I'm also learning from you guys as well on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, hey, but let's get right into it.
Sure.
Let me ask you this. From your perspective, you guys see so many things in the cloud space. What are some of the emerging trends that you are seeing in this space that TierPoint is playing?
Well, I think we're in a really unique time right now. I kind of describe it as the great roadmap reset. And I'll break that down a little bit. If you think about the last couple of years, FinOps, cost optimization, hyperscale cloud has been a big trend, helping customers rationalize that spend. But private cloud had been largely untouched by that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I'd include both customers' clouds that they build themselves, run and manage internally, and the private clouds with companies like TierPoint. Then you have VMware come in, change the whole model, and suddenly it's thrown into all the FinOps discussions and everything that private cloud has been happening. And the result is everyone's sitting back now and saying, okay, the roadmap that I had for the next couple of years, I need to rethink it. So that's why I like to say it's the great roadmap reset.
Yeah. Absolutely. So then in all those different things that you've talked about, just a second ago, what do you think is the biggest opportunity for growth for a lot of our Intelisys partners?
Well, anytime there's that level of change and disruption happening as there is in the cloud space right now, that's when customers rely on the partner ecosystem and Intelisys partners more than ever. And I think we have a couple key things happening right now. Both the cost piece we were just talking about, you have resource constraints, you have technology changing rapidly.
Fast.
So fast. And then of course you have everything happen from security that's ever, constant march of needing, better security posture, updates. So that's all of that combined together right now is kind of a perfect storm that clients are trying to figure out. The partners are really well positioned, to partner with companies like us to be able to go help them.
Yeah, well, I mean, we definitely feel like the cloud space is a place where there's so much potential there, right? A lot of partners really haven't dove too much into this, and it's our job together, right, to educate the partners on how they can capitalize on this.
Well, one of the really interesting things, like if we dive into the cost and resources and technology, kind of that trifecta as that comes together. At its surface level, the cost piece has a lot of similarities to the TEM software that a lot of Intelisys partners are used to selling and have been really successful for a lot of years. But one of the pieces that makes it quite interesting is, as you dig in, say you have the software that gets deployed, does the analysis, comes back with recommendations, to be able to affect that change, it's often at the application layer, really getting under the hood, helping re-architect, really getting deep into the architecture layer with the client of how their applications are playing in the hyperscalers to achieve those gains.
Let me ask you another question in terms of things that people didn't know about TierPoint, right? What's a superpower of yours that maybe partners didn't know about?
Well, this is an exciting one. So managed private Azure stack. Nice. This is something we launched out just earlier this year. So we're trying to shout it from the rooftops because the opportunity around this is quite large. So we launched this with Dell and Microsoft a few months ago. This is the first in the channel, first to bring this offering to market out of everyone. And if you think of why the public clouds are so popular, especially with the development buyer, the development team buyer. There's
The DevOps teams and stuff.
exactly. You have all the DevOps tools, it's easy to deploy. You have all the platform as a service. It's simple, it's easy, all the automation tools that are there. But then you have your traditional IT, that has to manage the operational side, the business side, and governance is so much easier on private clouds.
Big topic now.
Yep. Security is so much easier on private cloud. This is really kind of the blend of them two in a really unique way, because we're taking the software side and all of the DevOps tools that you can deploy in Azure, all the Kubernetes stack you can deploy on Azure Stack in a private private environment.
Yeah.
And for the partners, it doesn't hurt as well that it's private infrastructure, full comp throughout the stack. That's always nice. But then we're able to wrapper it with kind of the secret sauce of Azure Arc, which is the management plane in Azure.
Oh, that's fantastic. Isaiah, thank you so much for joining us today. So partners, you heard it here first. If you're looking for someone that can help out with a private Azure stack, TierPoint's the one to talk to. So make sure you reach out, talk to Isaiah, reach out to the engineers at Intelisys, and we'll help guide you through those opportunities.
Thanks, Patrick. Thank all of you for joining us today.
Thanks.